Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to learn to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid crew. If you're not already a subscriber, please do smash the subscription button and equally the like button on the video, please. Thank you very much. So what we've got here is an indicator that I've created for yourselves. It's in the trading zones on CoinsKid.com, and equally a couple of metrics that we need to keep an eye on that's going to increase the probability of that short playing out. So we've got the BT sell pressure and the USD dominance, basically tether dominance. Buy pressure at 38. So I think that if we start to see a metric tally up here, we've got the BTC above 70 and we've got the buy on 30. I think we've got the perfect little short up right there, and we'll address that in time. So at the minute I'm not necessarily jumping to a short just yet on XRP, although it is a trade that I'm anticipating. I've been looking at for the vast majority of this week with yourselves basically. So this is what I said to you in recent times. I think XRP's had its run, it's going sideways, consolidating a range, looking for the next leg. It's basically keeps coming back to the god candle back test as well, like an absolute boss, and I think that could be where we could find a little opportunity for yourselves going forward. Okay, so at the moment what we're looking at, I've created this particular section for you, 60-day cycle waves, really simple to see. Basically it tracks the market zones that basically the fear and greed of the market, a little metric that I created for the CoinsKid crew. We've got the heat map here, which shows us instantly a visual representation of things that are underwater or overextended to the upside. So really overbought, wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, really oversold, jump in, basically. Really simple technical analysis. So what we've got now is equally, I've logged all these zones for the past year since I made this particular tool for yourselves, and what I've done, I've incorporated into this new chart the 60-day cycle waves. So I've got a theory, and I think it's most people's theory anyway, that the market moves in waves and it's driven by human emotion, and 30 to 60-day cycles is what we look at primarily. So you can clearly see it here. We've got this big up thrust in the fear, basically, in the buy warnings, and we've got this buy, look at that, buy strong signal kicking in and buy warning kicking in. So as this started to peak, look at that, as it started to peak, the Bitcoin price was coming down. As this maxed out and topped out and we've got a major warning shot, okay, the market is extremely fearful right now. We've got a major buy warning literally the day after that big spike there. The price bottom. So we was presented with an opportunity with the data, not necessarily price action or price structure or whatever. There was just the overextension in the market saying, okay, 39% of the market here is under the water, basically like what this is right now. Okay, so it was presenting an opportunity. Literally a day later, boom, opportunity was there, came all the way up, boom, trending along like this. Then we had a massive spike in the opposite direction, sell strong. So the top end of the market, 38% of the market was red, basically, really overextended. And this metric here told us, warning shot, okay, well, think of taking profit or think of shorting Bitcoin or whatever you want to do, XRP, whatever you want to do, but look for short opportunities. And then immediately, a couple of days later, we rolled over. Look at that. So then we got another big spike in this particular indicator, a buy warning. 42% of the market was under the water down here. Literally the day later we bottomed again, and we've been coming up ever since. So at the minute I don't necessarily think there's a major warning shot or major overextension in this market like what we got there that increase the probability of a major short playing out. This is why I'm not entertaining a short at this moment until we start to see a little bit more data stack up for that short opportunity. Okay, obviously micro will look for shorts and longs and things like that, but I don't think that this market is as overextended as what people think. Okay, we're beginning the show here. So we bottomed out down there in September, and boom, look, we've been coming up ever since. We've got a nice little trend up. We had a little bit of a spike the other day, but what I'm looking for is a major spike, which always indicates, okay, Bitcoin's rolling over, and obviously with that, we looked for XRP to roll over as well. So it's a simple little tool that I've created for yourselves, 60-day cycle waves on CoinsKid.com in the trading zone section right there. Go and have some fun and play with it and see what you see. If you've got any ideas or development ideas, please do get in touch. Okay, let me dive into two charts right now that have got me incredibly bullish for altcoins, which obviously is inclusive of XRP right now. So looking at the two charts, and we've got the total to crypto market cap on top, which is basically altcoins excluding Bitcoin, and then we've got the risk on, the king of risk in my opinion, the S&P. So I think that from both of these bottoms here, we've been in this massive macro cycle, okay, for both charts, massive risk on environment, although obviously through that we've had the corona dump in both of these charts, been horrible, but we've got this huge risk on environment basically that not a lot of people are paying attention to. And I remember all the way down here there was like war and global liquidity, no one's got any money, blah all that, but I said to you, this is overlapping corrective nature, and once we take out this trend line, this incredibly bullish statement. I'm looking at a huge move here for the S&P 500, the blow off top of a 5-part cycle. Look at this, which is pretty much what we're doing here, but the only thing that we've got missing that we've got in this particular chart is this leg here. So this is why I'm leaning a little bit more towards the fact that, okay, the confluence within the S&P 500, the king of risk, maybe giving us a clue that we are about to see this for total, basically. And it's the end stage. It's the, you know, the 1 2 3 4 5, the 1 2 3 4 5 cycle, end of, get out. Okay, recession, war, something, I don't know, but you know, we're nearing the end of this 5-wave move here for the S&P 500. So this is why I will become a bear, basically, if I see this final 5th wave up here, because from here, 1 ABC 2 3 ABC 4 5, you know, and we're just on this risk on environment from the same bottom. Look at that. So anyway, I wish everyone most luck. Nothing I say is financial advice, but this is something I've been looking at for a very long time with yourselves, and I think that, you know, if we start to come up here and break out this trend line and take out this resistance point, then yeah, it's all systems go, pretty much like it was on that cup and handle pattern last year for the S&P 500 when everyone was really bearish. So if we take a look, got the inverse head and shoulders pattern, came back, right shoulder, boom, see you later. Potential inverse head and shoulders pattern, coming back like this, right shoulder, see you later. So just be patient. If you're not already involved in altcoins and you feel a bit of FOMO and things like that, you could just wait for the trend line break and then enter at that point, because you can see the, you know, the sort of parabolic growth that comes from this. Okay, so I am tracking this particular pattern in both of these charts. If you take a look, got this high, the low, got this high, the low. We came up, made the bull trap, came up, made the bull trap, created this neckline, created this neckline. Then we've got the beautiful basin, running to the resistance, coming back in a handle. Beautiful baseline, coming back in a handle. Break the resistance, see you later. Break the resistance, see you later. So this is the macro pattern that I'm tracking at the moment. In short term, the invalidation, break down below the pattern. Okay, I'm completely wrong, and I'll exit my position at that point. But if we zoom in right now on the daily time frame, on this particular handle just there, and this handle as well, let's zoom in as best we can. You know, like I've always taught you, 5-wave counter is boss. Look at this, 1 2 3 4 5, the 5 waves of death. And this is something I relayed to you way back when everyone was flipping bearish. Alessio Rastani, everyone was really concerned. I said to you, we've got 5 waves here, it's a counter trade. Look at that, should come up right now. 1 2 3 4 5, we're looking at potential reversal here. If we get the back test of that resistance and take it out, wow, that was your bottom, and we've got a beautiful handle, broadening wedge, and we should come up, and we've got 5 waves down, we've got 5 waves down. So basically, I'm trying to tell you at the minute, you know, we could potentially be where we were there for the S&P, but in the cryptocurrency market cap. This is why I am technically bullish on crypto. People think I'm making it up, but I'm not. It's just pattern trading, it's just logic, it's just emotions aside. I'm just looking at a potential scenario right now. You know, we're bottomed and we're looking at a reversal pattern here. Obviously, being validated with breakdown, I'll be just looking to buy on this trend line again. You know, and we're just looking at an even bigger broadening bottom than I anticipate right now. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because of the clues that I'm seeing. You know, we've got the overextension in the S&P. It looks as though it's hit a resistance point. It's going sideways. It's almost at my target. And like this point last year, you know, when we hit this target in the S&P, started to come back, this is where, you know, total cryptocurrency market cap was actually breaking out. So if we see the cool off in the S&P, I would imagine, you know, you got the rocket ship and the sort of warning shot right there that we are looking at a big impulsive move for the total crypto market cap, which is number 2, which is excluding Bitcoin, obviously. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed that update. Let me dive into the XRP chart right now, because obviously on the micro, I am looking for a little swing back, a little buyback for XRP. If it doesn't get there, I apologize. We've been accumulating as much XRP as we can, but, you know, we could be potentially on the cusp of a vertical here. But one of the most important things we need to see is a break right now. Take that trend line out, just like we did there. Then, wow, you know, we're looking at a major vertical for risk, basically crypto, and you could just wait for that. And if you don't want to catch a falling knife, potentially, is what I'm trying to say to you. Let's dive into the XRP chart right now to see what we can see. Look at XRP on the hourly time frame at the moment. I do need to see a little bit more in fear metrics, basically, you know, in the overextension and the greed. I just don't quite see it yet, but I think that we could come up and make the lower high at that point with the, you know, the synchronicity of that index right there, which I've shown you. You know, that you got your basically your BTC above 70, USDT below 30, and equally on the waves indicator right there, we're looking for that spike. Then I think what we've got is a short op, basically. But at the minute, I think what we've done is possibly here, everyone's tracking the same pattern, left shoulder, head, come up, lower highs, drop down, bear trap, basically, at the moment, for anyway. But what we've done by losing this neckline is concerning, because what I think we've got, and I'm going to zoom out and show you on the 4-hourly time frame, is an even bigger head and shoulders pattern that brings us down to there. So at the moment, unless we start to see the head broken at 061315, I think the fact that we are doing this, okay, coming up like this and making lower highs, I think that that is actually your primary target. 05 at 55523 for XRP. But there may be a clue right now that we might see a little bit of a burst across the market leading into the weekend where we come up like this and then we roll. And this is an A into a B into a C wave correction. It's a perfect ABC. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC correction coming back. The invalidation in short term is taking out the head. It's 061315. Take that out, and then obviously we have to reevaluate our pattern basically we're looking at. So let me show you the 4-hourly time frame, because there's an even bigger head and shoulders that brings us down to the golden ratio. Let me show you right now, okay? So at the moment for XRP, I'm tracking this head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hourly time frame. Now we did experience one way back when. I remember, you know, the naysayers and people like that saying no way, but we traded this. It was an absolute beautiful trade. I've looked back in the charts and I remember this very well. So what we've got is a beautiful 5-wave move up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we began this lower high structure, basically the A into the B into the C. It was a nice little, you know, correction that we went through, and it's part of the larger A, B, C zigzag that we experienced from January 2023 right there. So we came up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we began the A wave down, the B wave high, and the C wave. Basically a flag that consisted of 3 waves, an ABC zigzag, simple correction. And that point as well, look at that, came all the way back down to your ascending triangle. Beautiful little buy zone that I was relaying to you. So this is what I'm looking at for XRP. I think we've got a rinse repeat on Crypto Street, and it's the same message I relaying to you way back then. You know, I think it was January, wasn't it? We take out the high, it's invalidating the pattern. So if we move to the right now, we have got a very similar pattern here. We've ramped up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right now possibly some kind of expanded flat correction here for XRP. So I'm looking at, you know, just here's final 5th wave, A wave down, B wave high, and right now you're working on your C wave, which comes down. So within the C wave, you've got some kind of 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. That's your C wave. So this is what I'm looking at. The invalidation in the short term is really simple. We take out the head, then, you know, the pattern's out the window basically, and we'll have to reevaluate. But I think we've got a perfect little move here for XRP. We've come up like this, and right now we're just rolling over, looking for this support on this neckline of the ascending triangle just there for XRP, where we broke out a God candle. So they're always, you know, targets I look at. For example, just there, God candle came back to its support. We moved to the left as well, just there. You got a God candle just there, where basically creating a level of resistance, you break out a God candle, and then you come back to it to back test it to confirm support. So on the grand scheme of things here for XRP, what we are doing until we're not is breaking out, coming back to a high level support, breaking out, coming back to a high level support, breaking out, coming back to a high level support. But in the breakouts, we're not making new highs. We're compressing, we're making lower highs. We're actually making lower lows. So we're getting some kind of compression that potentially leads to some kind of explosive move here for XRP. So it could be a case with the confluence of, you know, the altcoin chart that I'm showing you right there, that we could be on the cusp of a major breakout if we get this beautiful head and shoulders that plays out lower high and drop. Everyone will be really scared, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, all we're doing is breaking out and back testing each breakout point basically in a God candle back test in a compression pattern from left to right. So you know, if this plays out like this is beautiful. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, work up, boom, come back down. So literally pushing down into the first week of October. As we approach the first week of October towards the end, we might be on that trend line. It'd be absolutely amazing if we do that, you know, and we've got a crystal ball right here. So I wish I hadn't got most luck, but what I'm looking for in the meantime is basically lower high with the metrics telling us, okay, increased probability of that short playing out. Our stop loss in the pivot point head, and then we ride it back down. You could go short right now. It's entirely up to you, but the risk is there. Obviously, I'm always trying to minimize the risk on this particular channel. From here right now, it's around about 4.03% risk to go short at this point right now to ride it back down if this bearish pattern does play out like this. Okay, so I wish you utmost luck. I'll keep you updated as best I can in the Discord on this particular pattern. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Please smash the like button on the way out. Take care, everyone. Back to a new update in XRP. Stay up, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.